Hey YouTube, today we're making a movie premiere street story. Hey everyone and welcome to Brick Talk TV. In today's episode we're transforming this dead space in our city into a Lego street story, arranged around a movie premiere. Before we get into it, do remember though to like this video so we reach more people, and hit subscribe for future street stories just like this one. Now, inspiration for this street story came from my recent attendance at Elton John's farewell tour. Of course, Yellow Brick Road is the focus of the tour, and I realised it would make a great scene to have Elton John playing outside the cinema whilst we have a movie premiere of The Wizard of Oz. So let's take a look at Bricklink Studio and we'll take a closer look at the kind of thing we're aiming for. I've roughly measured out the space we have to be around 32 studs long by 16 wide, and so that's roughly the space with allowance for the railway track to be curving around. You'll see I'm aiming to have a yellow brick road scene using some yellow bullion bars or inglot pieces. These yellow bricks of course will have 5 minifigures from the Wizard of Oz film. We'll have Dorothy and Toto, the Scarecrow, Cowardly Lion, Tin Man and of course the Wicked Witch of the West. All of these figures were released by Lego in previous years, and I've been out hunting on Bricklink to get a hold of a copy of the minifigures. Then we'll be walking down the brick road to the cinema entrance. At the entrance we have a sweeping red carpet leading to the cinema door, and we'll have a movie star on the carpet that looks like Marilyn Monroe. Again, this was a minifigure that was released as a minifigure collector series earlier in the series history. We'll also include some gold chains and barriers to keep the crowd back, and finally we'll have Elton John and his famous red piano playing on the yellow brick road as they walk in. Taking a closer look at the red piano, this was roughly based on the piano from the Bricklink designer program Venetian Houses set, but I've swapped out all of the bricks to be red, which is quite famous for Elton John. We'll be getting a custom Elton John minifigure from Firestar Toys, and he'll be playing the piano. I'll put a link in the description below to that minifigure if you're interested about purchasing him. In addition, I did want to swap out all the movie posters from the Palace Cinema and actually have these windows showing the Builders of Oz, but sadly they've been sold out for quite a few months while I've been waiting. But I'll probably buy these once they are available and swap the existing windows movie posters out and pop them back in, and I'll post something to the channel once I've swapped them out. So these are the design ideas. Let's head over now to the Lego room first and build the red piano and check out the minifigures that we'll be using. I'll also be making the piano instructions available for free via the link in the description below. So that's the piano. Let's check out the minifigures. First up we have our movie star, which was from an earlier collector series set based on Marilyn Monroe. Then we have the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, which I had to get from Portugal to get it cheaper on Bricklink than in the UK. Then the Cowardly Lion. And finally Dorothy and Toto, which again I had to get from Italy just to reduce the price. We'll also add the Wicked Witch to the final scene, which was from a Dimensions release earlier before from Lego, but I've had to purchase that on eBay and it wasn't available at the time of filming this. Then we have our musical star, the custom Elton John figure from minifigures.com via Firestar Toys, complete with custom tiles showing the yellow brick road printed on it. So that's all the parts we need for our scene. Let's head over now to Bricktown and start building our foundational frame ready for our new scene. Now the frame is done, let's add our jumper tiles for our minifigures to be standing on the brick road at the back, and then we'll create the yellow brick road itself. Now the brick road is done, let's add the red carpet and then we'll do a bit of the sidewalk paving. We'll add quite a few jumpers for the crowd to stand on and take photos, and we'll keep them back by creating some gold chained barriers here. Now we'll add the red piano, stool and Elton John. Now let's add the remaining minifigure characters to our red carpet scene. Now let's add some more paving and then add our crowd of fans for the premiere. And there is our completed scene. I think this adds a great bit of interest to what was an empty part of the city. Now let's do a quick flyby of the scene and take a closer look at what's going on. So this is how we're leaving Bricktown today, with a new movie premiere outside the cinema. If you enjoyed this street story, then do hit that like button so others get to see it. And remember, links to the custom minifigures and the piano instructions are in the description below. You can join me next time when we'll be adding a couple of new modulars to Baker Street to cover the right side of the street parade. So hit that subscribe button if you haven't already to be notified about that when it lands. And until next time, stay safe and I'll see you then.